Now we are going to discuss a little more about resources and what are the types of resources. So generally the types of resources are classified into three types. They are natural resources, actual resources and potential resources. These are the three main types the resources are classified into. And first, natural resources. What are natural resources, sir? Natural resources are the resources which are created naturally on the earth. For suppose, solar energy, water, forest, air, wind, sand, whatnot. All the creatures that are created by the God on the earth are naturally, which are done naturally, are called natural resources. So, what are natural resources? These are natural resources that are created by God, which has no limits. So, natural resources does not have any limit, and a few of them are having limit, like water, forest. These are having limits. Why, sir? Why they have limit? We have plenty of water in our oceans, rivers, lakes, whatnot. Anywhere we can find water even in our ground. We can say groundwater. So why water is a limited resource? Because if you use the water carelessly, or if you use the water unwantedly, then one day we'll find a shortage of water. Even nowadays, many countries and many regions, many areas, the people are fighting, and they are in the shortage of water resource. So that is the reason water is a limited natural resource. Okay, now water is a natural resource, sir, which has a limit. I understand, I agree, sir. But why forests are limited natural resources? Okay, recently one thing has happened in America, Australia, all in South America. You can, I think you people know, Amazon forest has been burnt, half of it, like burnt by some natural calamities or some endangered things. But it has been burnt for half part of Amazon forest, which brings 30% of oxygen to the earth. So which gives oxygen to the earth. 30% of oxygen is supplied from Amazon forest, I can say. So that has been burnt 50%. That means 15% of oxygen generation has been done or ended because of burning of Amazon forest. In Australia, many parts of Australia has been burnt and all the trees are burned. So these are the natural resources. Trees, forests are the natural resources where now we have a limit, because a particular limit has been burnt and only the half part of it is remained. That's the reason. If on not only burning, we can say deforestation is also main thing, demonstrate or destroy the forest. Deforestation is the main thing which destroys the forest. So then you can see one day forest has been abolished completely. That means forests have been destroyed completely one day. So that is the reason we can say forests are also limited natural resources. Okay, so now we understand why water and forest limited natural resources. Okay, then what are the unlimited natural resources, like solar energy, air, land? Sometimes land is also a limited natural resource, because if you're going on digging the land and wasting the soil and from the river, then also we can say land can be destroyed for few days. Okay, so solar energy and air is unlimited or unrenewable, it's a renewable natural resource that can be renewed and replenished daily on our daily basis. Okay, so what are the more natural resources or minerals that we find in our from earth? Coal, petroleum, iron, whatnot, minerals, gold, diamonds. These are all the minerals which we get from earth. These are also natural resources. No man is preparing them, no man is creating them, no man is inventing them. So we can say These natural resources are coming from earth naturally, no one are creating them. So these are also natural resources. We can say, we can conclude them in what we just discussed just now. We can conclude them in limited natural resources. So why, sir, why minerals are natural resources? In under the earth many natural resources are there. Why can you say, how can you say that they are like limited natural resources? Do they have any end? Definitely. One day, if you're go on digging the earth for coal, for the generation of electricity and diamonds to make the chillers, or a gold, iron to make all the things, one day we'll complete all the resources under the earth. Definitely. How? Because they are not regenerating or recreating daily. They take thousands of years to regenerate or recreate or renewable, or you can say replenish. So they takes several thousand years to recreate or regenerate from the earth core. These are the natural resources which have a particular limit. So natural resources we are discussing just now, what are the natural resources and which have a limit and which have no limits on the earth. Now, okay, children, we are discussing about natural resources. What are natural resources? What are they? What are limited natural resources and what are non-limited natural resources? Now we are going to discuss what are the types of natural resources. Here, natural resources are classified into two types. They are renewable natural resources and non-renewable natural resources. So what are renewable natural resources, sir? Yes, renewable natural resources are solar energy, water, forest, air. These are all renewable natural resources. So what are the non-renewable natural resources, sir? Non-renewable natural resources are the resources which takes several years to renewable to recomplish again. So let us take an example of coal. Coal, if you're going on digging the earth for coal, for extracting the coal from earth, it ends one day and it takes several years to regenerate or recreate under the earth. So that is the reason non-renewable resources are the such kind of things where it takes several years to replenish again or to recreate again. So what are renewable resources, sir? We understand about non-renewable, that's good and fine. So what are renewable resources? Come again, like renewable resources as we discussed, solar energy, wind, forest and water. So these are the renewable resources that can be recreated or replenished in a shorter time period. How can we say? Solar energy, like solar, sun, light. Light is a resource that we can see daily in the mornings, on the daytimes. So night time it will be disappeared and early in the morning it starts appearing to the people. So light is I can say light is a resource that will be renewed daily, and it is called as a renewable natural resources. And many more things are not only light. Yes or no? Yes. So forests are also natural resources, renewable natural resources that can be renewed or recreated in a shorter time period. Okay, so if you plant many trees and many plants in your area or in some particular open area, then that can be called, after a few years, that can be called as a forest, because a forest is nothing but a place where we can find many trees, many plants, bushes, everything in one area is called forest with plenty of trees. Yes. And the water is a natural resource that can be renewed and recreated in a short time of period, because water will be generated. The origin of water, the starting point of water will be continuous. We don't have any end to water generation. That is a natural process. These are about renewable and non-renewable. natural resources.